while a campaign is running. Exercises you'll need to perform, things you'll need to be able to navigate so that your client is getting the information they need, and or you're able to operate and complete some tasks that they request that you do. So let's first start with reporting. Okay. So, Circulus reporting is all linked on the Circulus Digital Portal, same spot where everything else is. When you go to the Circulus Digital Portal, on the left-hand side, you'll see the reporting tab. You click on that tab and you log in. The login for everyone is a generic login and password, reports@circulusdigital.com. Password equals capital reports 1 apostrophe. So let's everyone go there now. Let's go to the digital portal and go to the reporting tab, please. So you're going to go to Circulus Reports is the button. So if you're running Circulus and Wish campaigns, it'll all be in one spot. If you're running just Circulus, Circulus will be here. Okay? When you load, it's going to default to when the campaign launched to today. So form launched earlier this year, January 1 to yesterday's date of April 6th. Okay? You can sort by date for whatever date period you want in the top right-hand corner here. So if you just tap on the date, this will show up, and you can select any date pattern you want. The last 2 days, the last month, only March. When you have your dates selected the way you want them to, all you're going to do is, see these little 3 dots? Far right-hand corner? You tap on that, and you have options. You can export a PDF of this entire screen. It will export all of this data into one giant PDF. Form runs a lot. Or you can export into an Excel document. It'll break up by product, and clients can merge those reports with other things they do. Depends on what they want. Either way, when you select what you want, let's say we want a PDF, this little window down here pops up. It can take 10 seconds to a minute, depending upon how big the campaign is. It's going to export all that information into a PDF. It has our logo on it, and it is a branded piece that you can email them or take to a meeting, find stories in, all those types of things.
So if what is best practice of sending information? Do you send it all to them, or what? Yeah, what's
you want to send reports comprehensively. You always want to send all the information, and at minimum, you want to send clients information once a month. If there's a lot of clients that want information more than that, they want it bi-weekly or weekly, I would encourage you to guide that process before they request. You suggest monthly reporting. It'll make your life easier.
Do they see these before we close them? Would they see like a sample one of these where they can say, I like this, this is all I'm just only interested in this part of performance?
Right here on this slide, thank you, Jason, for a great transition. There is a whitelist report that we made that's got a bunch of dummy data on it so that you can show a client. If they say, hey, what's your dashboard look like, or what reporting capabilities do you have? You can bookmark this URL, pull it up on your laptop, and say, here's what our dashboard looks like, but it is fully customizable. So if the client wants to see things in different order, if they want things titled differently, if they want certain things to say this and certain things to not say that, we can fully customize their dashboard. One of our medical clients, I can't tell you how many revisions I've made on the dashboard in the last month. Dozens. Okay?
Where's the white list?
To the right.
This URL right here.
Oh, okay, I see. Thank you.
Yep. So this is all available on the G Drive. I'd suggest just clicking on it versus trying to type that sucker out. John,
I was just gonna say, it's much better to share that electronically, because
It's
if
already-
you
yep.
print it, it's,
we'll already have it shared. It's on the G Drive.
yeah, no, I mean, if you're sending a report to a client, it's better than to try and print it out and go see them, because it's so small.
Most clients, you're not going to be in front of every single time you send
Right.
a report. That's why the PDF's there. It's very visual and it's one long document.
Right, that's what I was getting to, and if you do need to print it for some reason, we'll print it on 11x17.
Yeah. If you need a printer buddy, John's your guy.
I don't necessarily like showing everything to my
That's fine.
clients though, and that's why I do my own reports,
Uh-huh.
almost for 100% of mine, I think. I don't think I send anything just to them.
You can like screenshot certain things. too.
Yeah, and I mean, it's like, I don't want them to see everything
Uh-huh.
necessarily. I certainly don't want them to see the cost and that kind of stuff, so I,
So to the customizable point, if you don't want costs on your reports, tell us and we will take that off your report. It'll save you
I
time.
wanna see it, I just don't wanna show it.
Okay.
Or if it's
And also, I guess where I was going was, it all depends on your comfort level of your client. You know,
Knowing what
like
your
certain,
client
Savvy
wants.
they are.
how savvy they are. Because I know, like, with our agencies, they want to see it all because they understand, they want
Right.
the transparency. So that's some of the things you guys have to gauge. And I mean, it's the drip effect. If you're bringing that client along and really introducing, and you're their consultant as far as digital, don't break everything out all at once because it may overwhelm them. But you might use the drip effect, start introducing things, and then explain what it is before you just send that report to them.
Something you guys can do too, in terms of customized reporting, you can export any one individual product by itself. So let's say you just wanted to send them programmatic performance. If you hover over that and this little dot pops up, you can export just that product. So you don't have to export the whole thing. You can
That's
export
good,
just
yeah.
one product.
That's what, yeah.
So who
I
has,
agree with that. I wouldn't show cost.
who has to make the customizable changes you were talking about? Is it?
If you would just submit it to AdOps and they'll take care of it. I can help you
Just
coordinate.
Send an email or something?
Yep. It'll all be via email.
Is that per client or is that just like their dashboard?
Per client.
Per client, okay.
So there's a standardized platform report that they'll set up with our logo and all those things. Any adjustments you want on a per client basis, they can make pretty quickly, usually same day. So if you want more, this information or that information or this or that, whatever, just give that story and we can make those adjustments.
You could do it in Excel too, and then just take out what you don't want, and then just save it as a PDF.
Yep, you can
Yeah.
download it in Excel, get rid of what you don't like,
Yeah.
make it faster, then print a PDF from there. Yep.
Nelson, I have a quick question for you.
Yeah.
With the click-through rate and all that, is it kind of the same as Google Ad Manager with like having the same, 19, like 0.19 or something?
Yeah,
Are
this
we
is
gonna
all
get
the
into that?
same data.
Okay.
It's organized differently.
Okay.
So we're going to get to Google Ad Manager actually on the next slide. We built this out when we built out Circulus so that you guys can access every piece of a campaign that's running in one spot and download a report very quickly. We've never had a place where we could get all of our data from one spot before. Now we do. Okay? Now, if you're only running wishtv.com campaigns, we still use GAM.
Oh.
We still use Google Ad Manager.
This won't show. if
This
you
will
do-
not. If
Oh.
it's only wishtv.com, it will not be in this portal. If you're running an integrated campaign or Circulus, this is where you go. Does that make sense?
How come it can show the Wish stuff on an integrated campaign, but not just Wish only?
That's the way we set it up.
Oh,
Yeah. We gave ourselves
boy, it'd be nice.
access to do those things. Yep. Go ahead,
And
Paul.
just to add on that a little bit more, how do you know you're, all right, like, with Google Ad Manager, I know if you're below like 0.1, you're not doing well. Is it the same thing for
Yeah,
this?
it's
Okay.
all this, yeah, all the
Okay.
same data. It's just organized differently.
Gotcha.
So if I'm looking at Forum and there's my wishtv.com data right here, if I looked in GAM, it's the exact same data.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
Are we gonna be talking about different products that we know are either performing average, above average, like kind of what to look for?
We are.
Okay.
Great question. Great question.
Didn't know if I missed that.
Nope.
You're gonna leave that.
Great.
So under campaign name, I assume that's what you named it initially. That's why it's good to have all that detail.
Yes.
Your retargeting one, your wealth and savings one, and
Yep.
that way it shows them, here's the different campaigns we're doing, which they can identify, because I think that's the beauty of being detailed on when you name the
100%.
campaign.
Greg's making a really good point, guys. So Greg's looking down here and sees forum retargeting, forum wealth, forum credit, forum mortgage loan. It's not by coincidence that's that detailed. That's setting it up in the way in which you can give yourself ammunition of information down the road. It's not just creative 1, creative 2, creative 3, creative 4. What the heck does that mean? I can't remember what creative 2 is. This was 6 months ago. Huh? Oh, it's the credit report. Okay, credit creative. That makes sense. Labeling and being judicious on your organization saves you so much time. And it makes your client's life easier.
But it seems that you get this information in the CNA of how they're judging success, though. So that's what's pertinent to them, so that you can give this information to them to help prove our story,
Yep.
right?
It all ties together. Yeah. Absolutely. So does this portal make sense, guys, in terms of how you can navigate dates, download reports, select your client? You can, you can search for your clients here in the top left, or just find them alphabetically with the scroll. Cool? All right. Let's flip the page. Let's go to Google Ad Manager, then we'll end on this, guys. We're going to do the basics of Google Ad Manager, and then our next time we'll start doing the last couple functions